Thank you for invitations to stay here with us, with you. I will talk about a registry in Portugal with some notes. Well, as Professor Lina said before, in 2001, the Portuguese Society of Cardiology created a coordination center to provide logistical support to the development of national cooperative studies. This center, as you know, is the CNCDC, has physical presence in the delegation of Coimbra of Center of Portuguese Society. And we're installed with technical support and human resources to require them to start this kind of projects. Well, how can we use it? After the development of the research press, the project researchers that be members of the board of the Portuguese Society, study groups, associations of specialized hospital service, universities, partner groups, institutions of the government, pharmaceutical companies, can send to the directory of the Portuguese Society to analyze if it's possible or not to do it, the research or the registry. Well, when the society approved financial support for this registry, identifying the participation centers, the project will be implemented. So this is the normal flow, and we have some things to do it. Normally, in these kind of situations, there are ethics and laws to accomplish in our country. So the Portuguese Society need to hear the ethical committee of the society if everything is in the law and the ethics, and need to meet the standards for the protections of individual data in accordance with the provisions of the National Commission of Data Protections. In Portugal, named the Comissão Nacional de Proteção de Dados, is an independent body with powers to authorize in national territory and is allowed power to supervise and monitor the compliance with laws and regulations of personal data protection. This is do it because in 98 the Portuguese Parliament have transposed a norm for European Union to protect the individual rights of the people. And the CNPD is responsible for authorizing any registries that need to have data from personal people. Normally, this is done in internet, in the page of the Comissão Nacional de Proteção de Dados, and need to put in forms many things to do it, many questions to do it, and the finality of the registry can be management of clinical process. The Portuguese Society need to do it in 2001 to beginning the project of national registries. And this is the thing. In December of 2001, the Portuguese Society have the authorizations of the National Commission in December, and in January begins all the registries named the acute coronary syndromes and the registry of geography. Well, how to use it? Professor Linus said before, data collected in each site are sent regularly to the CNCDC that controls the reception and the storage in the database. And when the study are completed or in the intermediate evaluations, the data can be provided to researchers, to investigators to do some analysis. And for this analysis, normally the CNCDC have statistics can be do it like the rules of the statics. Well, the registry have regulations. There are important regulations for collection data, like the CRFs, we need to stabilize the CRFs, all the parameters that we need to collect for the good result of the registry, and all the investigators need to do it like the CRF is writing. We have administrative regulations and rules and recommendations for presentation and publication of the records and the results of the registry. Normally, for the rule for administrative regulation, each registry can have a main coordinator. Is an investigator that is the main coordinator, that is the scientific responsibility for that can be ensured that all procedures are performing in accordance with the registry. In each participation center need to be a principal investigator that is responsible for the accomplishment of the CRF in the local. And each registry need to have a coordination committee that are constituted with the main coordinator on some principal investigator that can follow the progress of the registry and solve all the problems related to it. About the rules and recommendations for presentation and publication of results, we have two kinds of forms. One form is to ask and put the questions to the registry. We need to do some work about the data, ask to the CNCDC to do it, the statistic analysis that we wanted, and then the results are sent to the investigator that can then do it the second form, like do it some paper and some work, and then with writing need to be presented in a congress or write a paper, and then the result can be sent to the CNCDC to stay in the archive of the CNCDC, and to all the investigators know what kind of works are doing with the register. So in my conclusion is that create a registry is very easy. The hardest is to keep it alive. That's it. Thank you.